uh, because I know being a creator is very hard. Hell, it's hard for us to figure out what we're going to make content about,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to shorts. But bro, it was hard for me to not say that they did not write themselves into a corner. It started off with a bang, episode 1. No lie, ain't gonna hold you. It did everything that I wanted out of new fresh anime.
Oh, we're
And
starting at 1. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
yeah. And
Okay.
bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, like it was Solo Leveling and Ninja Kamui. It was
Yeah, they
a
were.
great 1-2 punch, right?
Yes.
Especially on a Saturday.
Yes.
But bro, I made a post on Facebook last week before this most recent episode dropped. Said unpopular opinion, but is it wrong of me to think that Ninja Kamui is going downhill from here? Right? And people came at me like, why would you say that? Like, well, what do you think is going on? Or what are you arguing about? And my sole reason on why I personally think or personally thought,
Okay, yeah. Let me.
what's up?
I say, yeah. Let me. What's your? Yeah, I'm waiting. What's your sole reason? Like,
Yes. So when Joe got the suit, right? That was
yes,
fire.
yes.
But you saw that from when he got the suit, or yeah, when he got the suit and the artwork for the fighting, it looked more CGI ish or looked more 3D ish, right? And
You
I was like,
you
I'm not
weren't getting the pan out.
well, I definitely wasn't getting the pan out, but
You wasn't getting the pan out.
it seemed like it was just more 3D generated fighting. And me personally, I'm not a big fan of that. And I was like, yo, they were doing so well with how the fighting was before the suit. If they could have just kept it like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not make it
You
look Gundam-esque.
you think they're loading they're overloading the quote unquote suit fight essentially and not the actual techniques.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You hit the nail on the head for me. If they continue to focus, if they continue to make the fighting look how it looks now with how it is with him in the suit,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see it being good in my
And
personal.
see, so for me, so like you said, episode 1 was probably the one of the, and this is gonna ruffle some feathers, especially your APs. Episode 1 of Ninja Kamui is probably one of the best first episodes I've seen in any anime. Like, hands down. Like,
For me, there's no argument there because that was a great.
like one of the all-time like best first episodes, and that's wrapping in your big 3. That's wrapping in all animes. Nothing can top Ninja Kamui's first episode,
bro, because you got everything you
you got everything. Now, episode 2, okay, you got storyline 3, same thing. Storyline 4, you got storyline. You got foreshadowing. You got flashbacks. You got all of these things going on. Now, I feel like with Ninja Kamui, there's nothing that they can do except for now tell the story. Like, tell the story and move forward with what's about to happen. Now, with that, and I think you said it like a few episodes ago, there's only so much that can be told at this point. Okay, we know who the villain is. We know who the low level villain is. We know who the main villain is. We know what his intentions are. We know who's on whose side. We know anybody can be killed at this point.
Yep.
Like all of these things we know. The only thing that's really left is
The fight.
Joe going against the other ninja. And
Zai.
then eventually and then Joe going against the old ninja guy.
Yeah, Yamaji.
Like the Yamaji. Like there's nothing else left. Like really and realistically. And we know what we know what his intentions are. Like
yeah, oh yeah. Bro, I'm
so now just wait. It's kind of now we're just kind of waiting on the building to fall. Like we're just waiting on it to crash, everything to just crash and burn at this point. There's nothing left for us to kind of be in anticipation about, essentially.
Oh no, you're completely right. I mean, I never really like throwing this term around or throwing this phrase around, because I know being a creator is very hard. Hell, it's hard for us to figure out what we're going to make content about, especially when it comes to shorts. But bro, it was hard for me to not say that they did not write themselves into a corner with this episode.
I can agree with that.
Because
I can agree with that.
At this
they had
point,
to hook you.
They had to, bro. And at this point,
it's a new anime.
Oh yeah, it's like you said. We're at the point now where you can't show us anything that is like an organic shock, where it makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The only twist. Sorry to cut you off. The only twist that they could have given us would have been yours.
Yeah,
the wife faked her death, and she's the one that saved. She's the one that saved Joe. That would have been with. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit excited here. With that twist, if that twist would have happened, now you have this much to talk about. Now
you have seasons
versus
that you can talk about.
Yes, versus you're kind of, like you say, you're kind of in a box now. It's like, okay, how do we finish this out? There's not much left that you can, like you said, that is going to be like an organic shock for us, because what is there, like, really and truly, unless they pull something out their ass, like,
unless
we're truly waiting on the building to fall at this point.
But it's also at the same time, they can pull something out of their ass, but it has to be something that your viewers are going to be like, oh, that makes sense. Not something like, oh, you just pulled that out of thin air just so you can
you just pulled it out. That makes no sense. That goes with the storyline. That doesn't go with the storyline at all.
But bro, I'm telling you, like, once again, my thoughts are confirmed after watching this episode. And we'll talk more about the episode. We're just venting about Ninja Kamui.
I had to go on a rant. Yeah, I had to go on a rant.
But I'm not convinced that we're going to get more than a season 1 from this series, because
it'll be a major stretch.
It'll be a major stretch, bro. And man, I'm telling you, this episode. Now I know we have what we call filler episodes or developmental episodes, right?
Fluff and all that. I got a question too. Go ahead. I got a question.
Bro, this episode, I was like, what are we doing? Like,
so my question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bruh, what was up with the whole singing with the black dude? And I don't know if he was in a gay bar or what. Like, what was up with that? Like,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Every single
he got the pink rosies on his cheeks. Like,
he was drunk.
Okay. So I'm like, I'm confused,
bro. So that episode, or that part of the episode, I was like, why are y'all showing this to us? Then the portion where I forget her name. Is it Emily? Well, what's her name? Emma.
The
brother from Joe.
Yeah. You would just call her Emily. I can't remember what her name was.
Uh,
Emma.
Emma, thank you. When Emma said we need to go and infiltrate and get this power source or something like that, right?
Yeah.
For his suit. And then all of a sudden, it just jumped to her running with this power source.
Portal. Yeah, with the power
And then
pack.
all of a sudden the MC Hammer looking cat finds her
Yeah.
or
Your
realizes
boy.
she's in the building. I was like, wait up.
Yeah,
I
your
was like,
boy.
what is going on right now? Like,
Yeah.
I know I'm tired and I'm watching this, but that made no sense. And then all of a sudden, Joe just pops out of nowhere. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, Ninja.
Is it?
I know y'all
Is
did
his
a
ninja?
lot of action, but this is the first bad episode that y'all have had.
Yeah.
And it was
I don't.
bad, bro.
So for me, I don't. I'm still trying to figure out. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what's her plot in all of this.
She said, well, and I can only
Because
go
I
by
know,
what she said.
I know she's like she was she was the best friend of the wife and the yada 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 and all of that. But like, what is her mission in all this? Because we know what Joe's mission is.
Yeah.
We know what Alza's mission is. We
Yep.
know what Yamaji's mission is.
Yeah.
We know what what's the other ninja? I keep forgetting his name.
Zai.
We know what Zai's mission is. We know what the cops' mission is. We know what everybody's mission or end game is for all of this.
Yep.
But her.
But her. Well, the one thing I can say is that she said is her promise to Maury
Mara, yeah, the
Mara
wife, the wife
was to make sure that Joe keeps going or moves on type stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Now,
Yeah, so
the only thing that I can remotely see is okay. Now this just came to me is that we get the payoff with Joe and Yamaji, and then all of a sudden, her true cards come out, and she wants to take over the organization.
yeah.
The ninja organization. I don't know if I
Oh,
was.
she went. Okay, got you. Okay.
But that's the only thing that I can remotely see, and even then, I'm grasping at straws.
Yeah, you reaching. So, like to sum up this portion, the fight was decent. The fight was okay,
Yeah.
even with we now got a full chance to see. Well, not a full chance. We finally saw some of the boxing ninja, the black guy. We finally saw some of what he's capable of. He has no arms. He uses the centipede thingy majiggy projectiles. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that. I would think you would think as a ninja, you would have some type of projectiles in the form of ninja stars, swords. I'm not swords, katanas, nunchucks, something of that nature.
Those centipedes were able to form physical matter. Like I was like, wait up.
Yeah, I don't.
No,
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
I don't.
I left this episode with more questions than answers.
Yeah,
That's not
I
good.
didn't get that. I didn't get that part because when they initially showed the centipede things. I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, okay, he's about to attack her, and then I realize he has no arms, and then that's what he's using to attack. I'm like, why is it centipedes?
And then
Like,
he started giving Jin the work, so I was like, wait up, what is going on?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, then he started giving Jin the business, and then I'm further like, okay, but then I'm like, okay, well maybe Jin hadn't tapped in yet, like how he did with the little freaky dude. Like he had fully tapped in.
What are y'all doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't.
What are you?
I was trying to figure it, and then he was like, he's not gonna. I could end y'all right now, but not
I
when
don't
I'm
roll like
having
that.
to fight against a true warrior. And he like fades into the mist. I'm like, okay, is bro really this cold, or is Jin just really
Bruh.
not into this fight at this point?
Bruh, I was like, you know what? We're just gonna take an L on this episode.
Yeah, it left a
So,
lot of questions. I agree with you.
so
We're gonna end this segment on it left a lot of questions.
oh yeah. So fam, tell us, what did y'all think about the episode? Are we over exaggerating? If not, let us know in the comments. If we are, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to
Yeah,
like,
let us know.
comment,
Yeah,
subscribe. Be
we
a free
love
show with a
to
friend.
we love to have a discussion about these things,
Oh yeah.
i.e., with some of our subscribers, turn to arguments, but very productive ones. Though
Very
I will
productive,
say, I love our subscribers because
bruh.
they come with most of y'all come with facts. It's a few of y'all out there that's just got fluffy, but most of
Yeah.
y'all, when y'all come in the comments, y'all come with facts, and we appreciate that.
And look,
So